In the most recent update, we got access to the selected combatant copy from the Zero System upgrade tree, which lets you pick which combatant you want to copy cards from when you are doing a random card copy. This is when you kill the boss, or during the events in seasonal content. And this helps a lot with getting save data, of course, because you can only get cards from the combatant that you select, but it's not as simple as just pick the combatant and then you get the card that you want 100%. There's a couple of things that you need to factor in, like the types of cards, or for picking up additional cards, the timings that you pick up these cards. There are certain times where it's better to pick up the cards. We'll go over everything that you need to factor in, the new way to get copies of cards that you want in your save data. What you never need to think about, though, is how to get discounts on your CZN spending, thanks to Lootbar.gg. No matter what you're looking to pick up, Lootbar provides it fast, secure, and at a more affordable price, with 24/7 customer service and refunds guaranteed. If you haven't gotten your double crystals yet, buying it on Lootbar can save you up to $30 if it's your first purchase. Lootbar has been providing deals for games for years, giving them over 30,000 reviews on Trustpilot with an average rating of 4.9. New users can currently get 2 coupons for an additional 12% and 8% off their purchases, so make sure to click on the link below and sign up now. So to select the combatant copy, you pick the combatant, and you can pick 3 random rare or higher cards, and you can duplicate one of them. So the first rule that everybody probably knows at this point is the fact that unique cards cannot be copied. And unique, they use too many terms overlapping. Unique does not mean the unique up here, it means the unique down here. It's the unique tag that says just you can only possess one of the card, and since you can only possess one, you can't copy it. This means that some characters are, of course, naturally easier to farm save data for than others. Before, one big reason that Veronica was really good was that, one, she was just really strong in general. You could solo DPS with her, but she also had 3 unique cards, 1, 2, 3. If you got an epiphany on this one, it would be 3. And because before the whole pool was together, you really wanted to prioritize unique cards on your supports that you weren't farming for, so that you would have the highest chance to copy the cards in the units that you were farming for. Now we don't have to worry about that. The only thing you have to worry about is, 1, how many unique cards does the character that you are farming for have? So 9 is really, really good for this, because first things first, common cards cannot be copied. And common means this little white text here. So every character has 3 basic cards, and these cannot be copied. But what some people might not have known is that neutral cards also cannot be copied if they are common rarity. So if I go to the neutral card tab here, so stuff like this, Overwhelm, Quick Draw, Hidden Bullet, these cards with the white text cannot be selected for copy. So here I am at the copy event, where you can pick a character and select one of 3 cards. I'm going to be picking Veronica, and we take a look at our Veronica's cards. I have 2 basics, 2 uniques, the 2 uniques are up here. These can't be copied. So the only things that could be copied are Repose, which is the duplicate I removed the original copy, and then Hidden Bullet. But when we go to copy, we will see, let's pick Veronica. The only thing I can copy is Repose. So now taking a look at 9 again, besides the basic cards, we have 2 unique cards, which means that of all of our cards, there's only 1, 2, 3 cards that can even be selected for copy in the first place, and that makes her really, really easy to farm, because every single time you're copying a card, you're guaranteed to hit the one that you want. It's very, very simple. You just hit the copy event, you pick your card, and you're done. And this isn't going to be the case for every single character, though, because 9 has 2 unique cards, and that's the one that you're looking for, really. 2 unique cards is, I would say, the breakpoint for just... I mean, it just is the breakpoint. If you have 2 unique cards, you'll hit a 100% chance to copy the card that you want. Somebody like Haru, on the other hand, has 0 unique cards, which is something that I hope they either just give us a select copy in future seasons or give characters more unique cards, because Haru, no matter what you do, is going to be subject to RNG. She's not a character where you want to remove her... damn, these are also called unique cards. Her non-basic cards, you don't want to remove any of her non-basic cards. You kind of want all of them. And then just... yeah, you're going to be subject to RNG, and it is not fantastic. So, This just means that there's not really anything you can do about it, because that's just how the characters are. Some characters are just harder to farm than others, and there's nothing you can really do about that. Now, I did say 9 is 100%, but this assumes that you do not pick up any neutral cards, because neutral cards can be selected for copy. And it's going to depend on which neutral card. So somebody like Beryl really likes having neutral cards that have retain on them. Because of her opening found upgrade, she does damage per retain cards owned. So something like Hidden Bullet was one that she used a lot. And Hidden Bullet, though, is a white card. It's a common card, which means that it can't be selected for copies. So for something like that, you can pick it up at any point in your run, and it's not going to affect your copy chances, which is really nice. On the other hand, picking up something like Spore Harvester from this season, it can be selected for copies, so you'll need to be careful about when you pick that up. In general, I would say just pick it up after the first boss, because Beryl already has a lot of cards that need, or that like can be copied, and even if you remove some of them, if you pick up Spore Harvester, it's going to just lower the chances of copying your opening found upgrade, and that's something you'll have to keep in mind. One thing about the seasonal content, though, is that like the copy event there is still a random copy, not a selected one, so technically you would want to pick it up after you get the copy event in Interior as well, but due to shop RNG and just not being able to find the card, I would say just pick it up after the first boss and deal with the copy RNG. I'm not sure which RNG is worse, honestly. They both kind of do not sound great. So that is just how this works pretty much. Now let me show you something for helping you keep track of what your copy chances are. So this was what I had last season, because last season you had to count all 3 combatants. You don't have to do that anymore, so I'm just going to delete that, and we can just put a number here directly, because now it'll only count for that specific combatant. So if you have, let's say, this is your start of your run, you have 1 card. Haru, I mentioned, has 0 unique cards. Let's say you hit every single Epiphany. By the time you get to the boss, the first exterior boss, you have a 60% chance to get the card that you want. Now, if you, let's say, you got lucky and you didn't hit Lift Anchor or something, so you only have 4 cards that you can copy, it's a 75% chance to get the card that you want. Once you hit your first copy, though, now you're, say, going to the copy event, you have, I think, 6 cards total, because you have every single card plus a copy of whatever card you want to copy. You now have an 80% chance to get the card that you want on the copy event, assuming you're in seasonal content. If you're in Zero system, it'll be a selected copy every single time, unless you're doing Lab Zero, but you can't do Lab Zero for seasonal content. So let's say you have your other copy now, so you have 3 of the card that you want, plus 7 cards total that could be copied, and then when you go to the interior boss, it will be an 88.57% chance to copy. And you can do this for like a bunch of stuff, like, I mean, 9 is the easy one, right? You have 3 cards, 1 card that wants to be copied, 100% chance. Pretty much the 100% chance is really easy to remember. It's just if you have more than 2 cards that can be copied, that aren't the card that you want to be copied, it's not 100% chance. So 2 is the limit. But if you have all of those like situations where you have like 6 cards here and then like 3 cards here, you can start calculating the odds of hitting the card that you want. This was honestly a lot more useful last season when we had to factor in a lot more than just the specific combatant's cards. But if you want access to this for whatever reason, I'll link this in the description for anybody to make a copy of. You can just click here, make a copy of it or something. But that is it for this copy farming guide, and good luck with getting your saves.